All right, the next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is our predictions for the. I don't even know if this is an official fight. Between the fight, but it's an exhibition.
Yeah, it's exhibition.
For the exhibition between Anderson Silva and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And we're starting off with our lead predictor, Ned the TBE.
Man, listen. UFC fighters don't make a good transition to boxing. And I'm gonna say this right now. Anderson Silva,
UFC fighters.
Anderson Silva, I don't see you holding up again. I can see you being you could be tested for Julio Cesar Chavez, but Julio Jr., come on, man. Like, you can't let down the people again. Like, they're gonna want blood if you lose to Anderson Silva. This is redemption part 2, part 4, part 5, whatever. You don't let the people down a lot. People tired. Are you running your father's name through the mud? So, Junior, if you lose to this man, I'm not even gonna. Anderson Silva, props to you for at your age coming to a different sport and trying to get a W. But Junior, you gotta do this for the people. We want to see you win. If this fight happens, you gotta beat the brakes off that man. Let him know, make your father proud, make the people proud, and do it for Mexico. You know.
How you know the people want to see Junior win? How you know there are people that want to see Silva win?
When they were upset that he quit like that, that's how you know the people want to see him win. So they want to see you win. They don't want to see you get quit on the stool like you did last time. So Junior, do us a favor and get us a win against a UFC fighter. And Anderson, your props to you, man. If you beat this man, yo, my hat's off to you. You know, you should beat this man because he don't got the heart like his dad got the heart, you know. But Junior, have some heart, yo. Grow some cojones. That's all I gotta say, yo. I'm done.
All right, G.
So, the only reason why this is tough is I kind of agree with Ned on like Julio Cesar Chavez, man. He's been dropping the ball a lot lately, but I'm being honest, I don't see him losing to Anderson Silva at all. You know, Anderson Silva, yeah, he was the man in UFC. I used to watch his fights. You know, like it was hard to hit him to stand a third, but again, like MMA is completely different from boxing. You know, so when he gets in that ring with Julio Cesar Chavez, who's more experienced, I just see a one-sided fight, man. So I don't see Silva. It might be competitive for probably maybe 3 rounds, but like most boxers, they make the necessary adjustments. And I don't know if Anderson Silva can make any adjustments, you know. And I remember during his long reign in the UFC, you know, he used to beat guys just off of pure talent, you know. So, like, I don't know if he really has the boxing IQ to actually put up a good match with Chavez Jr. So, for that alone, I'm going with Chavez Jr. And Chavez Jr. is bigger than Anderson Silva, unless Anderson Silva put on some weight in his past couple of years during his retirement. So, I don't know. So, I got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on this one.
All right, though, Bill.
Money grab for Anderson Silva and a confidence grab for Chavez Jr. That's how I look at this fight. This is basically what it is. Anderson Silva is going to get a bag, and Chavez Jr. is going to get some confidence. The confidence that he needs to make a return back into real boxing. And that's what I believe is going to happen. And I'm going Chavez Jr. by stoppage.
Yeah. So I understand what people are saying about Chavez. Chavez has had some moments that not only he would like to forget, but Chavez Sr. would like to forget as well in the sport of boxing. But I don't think Anderson Silva is that type of threat. I don't think Anderson Silva is going to have the ability to make Julio Cesar Chavez quit. But if he does, Chavez needs to hang him up. Chavez Jr. needs to hang him up. If he loses to Anderson Silva, he just needs to hang him up and it's a wrap. But I don't see that. I think he's been more active than Silva. Uh, he's the boxer. He's the younger fighter. So I feel like he should win. And if he doesn't win, then Roy Jones and Silva is definitely going to be in the making because they've been having that debate for the longest time ever, and people have jumped in. But what you have in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is people who are still holding on to a bad investment in many ways. And here's what I mean by that. Chavez Jr. was fighting on pay-per-view since the beginning. I remember like Chavez Jr., I used to want to watch his fights and be like, oh, you got to watch him on pay-per-view. Now, this was before like everything was social media. You had access to so many things. And it was like, I got to really order pay-per-view to see this dude's fifth fight. Like, it was crazy. And so when you think of all the money people invested in the Chavez Jr. over the years, that's what makes them upset, Ned, when he quits. They think when he quits in 2020, they think about, 2015 when they opened the review and they were just like, I wasted all that money.
I totally agree with you, bro. I just want to chime in real fast. Just because the people made him a millionaire before he earned it.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He was a bad investment. And some people, you know how it is. It's like, maybe I put this little $20 in. He's going, I saw it in him before. It doesn't live out. So I just think like you're seeing people who are like at their wits end with this guy. And like Trill said, maybe beating Silva will somehow give him some confidence. But in the end, it is what it is. I got Chavez Jr. winning this exhibition.
Please let us know how you feel in the comment section. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros. You already know what it is. June 20th. Trill Talk for all you want on all streaming services.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.